Hey, welcome to Favorite Film Fanatic. I hope you guys are excited as I am about digging into the Die Hard movies this week. Today we are on Die Hard 2, the last actual good Die Hard movie, in my opinion. For you guys who haven't seen Die Hard 2, the story is after the terrifying events in LA, John McClane is about to go through it all again. A team of terrorists led by Colonel Sturt is holding the entire airport hostage. The terrorists are planning to rescue a drug lord from justice. In order to do so, they have seized control of all electrical equipment affecting all planes. With no runway lights available, all aircraft have to remain in the air with fuel running low. McClane will need to be fast. This film has all amazing actors. From Bruce Willis, who was in the Bonfire of the Vanities, 1990. Look Who's Talking To, 1990. And then we got Bonnie Bedelia from 1978, The Big Fix, and 1978, Question of Love. Then we have William F. Thornton from 1977, Look for Mr. Goodberg, and 1981, The House of Mirth. And then we got Reginald VelJohnson, who played in 1987 Magic Sticks, 1987 Plain Clothes. Then we got William Sadler, who was in Hard to Kill 1990, The Hot Spot 1990. Then we got John Amos, who played in Cops and Robin 1978, Willa 1979. Then Dennis Franz, who was in 1979 A Perfect Couple, 1979 Bleacher Bums. Then we got Art Evans, who was in 1978 Youngblood, 1979 Some Kind of Miracle. Tom Bauer from 1982 Life of the Party, A Story of Beatrice, and 1982 The Ballad of Gregory Cortez. And then we have Sheila McCarthy from 1987 I've Heard the Mermaid Singing, and in 1987 Gannon Ahar. And finally, Robert Patrick from 1987 Behind Enemy Lines, and in 1988 Future Hunters. I actually loved Die Hard 2. I liked how the director of Die Hard 2, how he tried to take what made the first one so successful. He wanted to do that again for the second one. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. And I'd have to say for Die Hard 2, it's probably somewhere in the middle. Felt like the first Die Hard movie that had the perfect balance, and the second one, not as good of a balance. It felt more like a comedy and less of an action movie. And the action sequences in the movie, most of them weren't nearly as impressive or fun to watch as the ones in the first one. There were a few really good ones. The final fight scene between Bruce Willis and William Sadler was kind of disappointment. Still has rewatch value, but you cannot go into this movie expecting to have the same experience as the first one. Writing in this movie is not as good as the first one, and it's a lot more predictable than the first one. Like the bad guys are shooting when they're firing each other. Do they not expect us to pay attention to that? Before they fire, they change clips and put one to have tape on it, and then anytime they ever fire it, it's either that or off. Later towards the end, when Bruce Willis finds out, we're supposed to be like, "What? We didn't know that!" Like they didn't do a good job hiding that. There were a lot of small details that weren't very good. Kind of made the movie suffer a little bit for that. But all in all, it was a good movie.
I love doing these Die Hard movies. Come back tomorrow and listen to me review the third one. If you have any other films you'd like me to review, please find me on Facebook, Terry Roy, Instagram, RedHunter_16, TikTok, Terry Roy. Please send me a message or comment to me any films you'd like me to review or TV shows. Thank you.